All right. Link down below is a link to a post I wrote earlier this morning from yesterday as well. And the nature in the before time, there was no YouTubes or podcasting, and it was all blog. And I looked at my blog and my God, I put a ton of work into that. And it's been 17 years I've been blogging, and I still get millions of views on my blog. It's pretty kind of cool. It's become an archive. You don't have to read through the blog, by the way, though, because if you go on Amazon, I have the best of Captain Capitalism Top Shelf, Captain Capitalism Reserved. That's where I just took the best of my blog posts, which is some of my best writings, and then Love Letters to the Left. You can get that book there. But anyway, that's not what I'm here for. Point is, because of the house and everything else, it's rarer and rarer that I actually get to write, and then everything moved to internet or the podcasting and YouTubing. But I still want to write a couple decent posts. So there's now like 3 posts within the past couple months I've written that you could all read through. The latest one is called The Black Widowization of the Sexes. And you may want to take a look at that. And the reason I'm mentioning it here, I'm not going to read it here, but the reason I'm mentioning it here is because that's like the nature of the game. Nobody goes to blog anymore. Everybody, they go to work, and instead of working, they'd immediately see what the latest blog post was of their favorite bloggers. Now it's all YouTube and this and that. I listen to your podcast on my way to work. But you may want to go there and check it out, because I'll tell you a sad story, and it's not fun. I came across, it was like enough comments from girls who are Republicans or libertarians or conservative, not feminists, not leftists. And just because politically they happen to be for low taxes and freedom doesn't mean, God almighty, that man, I'm like, do you hate men? What? And enough of these comments were coming from gals that I actually like and respect. Well, I'm like, okay, something else is happening here. And I'm not trying to be controversial to get the clicks, but it's this thing's just like what the straw that was the camel's back was one where the gals were saying, like, this guy made a post. We're saying that if a guy misleads a woman about commitment, that should be construed about sexual as sexual assault. I'm like, no, on so many levels. If anything, that might be fraud, but it is not sexual assault. It's not assault. There's no assault. There's no physical altercation. There was not an attack. And then I see gals on our team all just, yeah, go. And this was a guy who said it, not go sister. So then I've had this theory, even going down to the genetic level, the DNA level, and I didn't delve into it on this post, that there seems to be this component or part of women. It's not that they hate men, but by God, if you have anything to do with them, you better pay a price. And I delve into the economics of, well, you've seen this transactionally through marriage and support and all this other stuff and all these different other markets. But there always seems to be, man, they want their pound of flesh. It can never be a happy and mutually beneficial exchange or relationship. It's always got to be a price. And half the time it is with divorce. And the idea I had is like, is there something in the genetic code? Because there's black widows, which interestingly enough, not all the species kill their husbands or mates. It's only 23% of time. One subspecies does pretty much all the time, and a lot of them don't. So that's somewhat of a misnomer, but some do. And the praying mantises, but then I look at other behavior. I'm like, God dang. I mean, you don't kill them, but you do the next best thing or try your best to make them bump themselves off, don't you? And it was the emotional aspect of this that got me. Like, this was not reasoned. This was not thought through. This wasn't even like, does the words mean what they say they mean? This person should go to jail for sexual assault? No. One, he should be going to jail, period. Two, if there's going to be a charge, it would be fraud. And three, why the heck are all you cheering this on? And so I had to sit down with pen and paper and diagrams and all that. And I think I figured it out. I think I unlocked it. And it's kind of, and I try to be as fair, and I even kind of, I don't want to say implore because that sounds like too much begging, but it's kind of like I throw it back at the ladies, like, is this what you wanted? I mean, is this really what you want? Really, this is what you want. Okay, all right. We're going to make this illegal. I wonder how that's going to work for the relationship. I mean, don't you think the relationship between the sexes is pretty bad right now? You think it's going to make it better or worse? But go ahead, take a read on that, because I hate to say it, guys, and you've seen your old man happen this too. Like, divorce is kind of proof that there is a vengeance. There is a retribution. Even if you didn't do anything wrong, no fault. And by God, there seems to be a genetic, psychological, instinctual component that it can't just be a price, but it's got to be punishment too. And so it's a lengthy read. Go ahead and read it, but you boys have really got to be on your guard. And I forgot to mention it. One thing I was going to say is, with men leaving the market for marriage, women are now starting to look for other ways. Like, oh, well, normally I'd get support from this, but, and I say you got the government. I should have said, now they're going to kind of try to make a lot of other things that are normally legal in the past be a viable offense that you could get civilian court. You could go to and like, oh, he owes me money because he, asked me on a date and didn't show up. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. It's kind of like that where I'm like, okay, all right, I'm leaving. I'm done. I mean, really, remember the times? Oh, that gal's stranded on the side. I'll help her change her tire. Now, what girl stranded on the side of the road with the tire? I didn't see anything. Did you see anything? I didn't think you saw anything either. Let's go to Perkins. Mexi Mike, $5. Yeah, it's a dumpster fire out here. I was watching Joker CGA. Oh, The Better Bachelor. Coach Greg Adams. All right, Joker, Coach Greg Adams on his locals channel, and the entire thing is pretty spot on. Even Russians Putin commented that the USA is on fire. Yeah, I was looking at Russia. There's only so much time in the day. Only so much time in the day. So, all right, there you guys go. Check out the post down below. See you guys later. Toodles.